Welcome to Vermont's Ecology and Environment, an introduction to town planning for natural resources. My name is Jens Hilke, and I'm a conservation biologist with Vermont Fish and Wildlife Department. The following training is divided into several sections, and each section will finish with an activity that you can do on your own to make sure that this is as tailored to your situation as possible. The training is geared towards people serving on town boards, conservation commissions, planning commissions, select boards, or planning departments, and is focused on land use planning for natural resources. We call this course NR1, and a certificate of completion will be given out at the end. The Agency of Natural Resources has also developed an NR2 course on land use planning to even better apply these concepts. Again, thank you so much for coming. NR1 provides the scientific concepts and context behind the natural resource planning issues that we face. This is really the basic training that gives you all of these scientific concepts that you need and puts them in a manageable framework on a way of how to approach them. As I mentioned before, the Agency of Natural Resources has also created an NR2 course. And NR2 really picks up where this training leaves off. It brings these scientific concepts into the land use planning world, be it at the municipal or regional scale, and it does that through real case studies. By the end of NR2, you'll be able to see how to take these concepts that you've learned in NR1 and apply them. When you're finished with this training, be sure to look for opportunities to take the NR2 training, either in person or online. The NR1 training is divided into 3 different modules. The first deals with the big picture context, and some of this is going to be the history of the Vermont landscape, and it's also going to be some current issues. Some of them are social, economic, or ecological. It's all of that background that you need to know before we dive into the specifics. The next module deals with different ecological scales. And it's here that you'll get the meat of the scientific concepts. We divide those up into the landscape scale, the community scale, and the fine filter or species scale. In the third module that we call whole communities, we're going to begin to take these scientific concepts and bring them into the planning process. We'll offer some basic considerations in what to know about that planning process, and also offer some ideas on tools in moving this forward. NR2 will pick up where this whole communities module has left off into much more detail. But a lot of the content from this whole communities module is going to be fleshed out in much more detail in the NR2 training. So that's what you can expect here in NR1. We look